What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today we have another anime return. Today we're talking about anime. Talking about Black Clover. Now, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but for me, Black Clover has always felt like in a weird place in like the new generation, right? Like a lot of the times people like to talk about the big three, right? Like that is Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, right? And that's basically because they sold a certain amount of copies during a certain time, so it's like they just got that name, you know. But over the years, a lot of people have been crafting new big threes, whether that be like My Hero. I even see Seven Deadly Sins in there at one point. Yes, I mean, I'm not lying about that. That was in there at one point, but we all know how that turned out. My Hero, Black Clover was definitely one, you know, that people considered, you know, with all them anime floating around like now JJK and Demon Slayer at a point, you know, like all of these anime were considered like the big three, the new big three. I feel like Black Clover has always been a weird place for me because I feel like I like Black Clover more than most people, weirdly enough. Like when I originally got into Black Clover, I was told, hey, it's good, yeah, but it's basically a Naruto clone, it's a Bleach clone. It's like it's basically made to emulate the big three. And at first I thought, okay, that's not necessarily too bad. Like if you really think about it, it's not too bad. You know, because the big three were successful for a point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in the end, that's not bad at all. But a lot of people like it. Like people really do like it. But I feel like I really love this anime, and I can't even explain to you why. I feel like, I mean, to be fair, I do like My Hero a lot too. But it's more one of them things. It's like when people are naming their favorite anime or this new gen or whatever, they don't really name Black Clover, and I get it. A lot of people see it as mediocre, and since it's copy stuff, they just constantly want to like compare it in a sense. Like they do it a lot with a JJK too. It's got a lot of Bleach influences. I've seen some Yu Hakusho comparison stuff in there, but Black Clover to me has always been one that's solid all the way through. I feel like just having magic in anime, it seems like it has the formula to have like the most basic anime ever. You got annoying, screaming, over the top protagonist, very cool protagonist that is too cool for school archetype. Like really generic, really, you know what I'm saying, like cast of characters all around them. You got the sleepy one, you got the annoying one, you got the loud one. Like it's just like the recipe for an unoriginal anime. But it's one of them things, right? Like Mushoku Tensei, alright, that's an anime that's like an isekai. What I didn't realize at the time when I watched it is that it's apparently supposed to be one of the original ones. It just ended up getting this anime late. But when you watch the anime and you see the isekai formula, and you're kind of like, that's cool. Like it looks like a generic isekai, but then you watch it, you're like, for some reason, this has all the elements of a boring isekai, but it's not. It's really good, and I couldn't tell you why. Like this is how I feel about Black Clover. Like it's got all the generic pieces to be a very generic cookie cutter anime, but for some reason, it has something in it that makes it enjoyable to watch. It's weird. Like you can point out so many of the different dynamics in between different anime. Like you got the captains. That's like the 13 court guard squads from Bleach, right? Similar structure. You got his Gola wanting to be the Wizard King. That's Naruto all hands down. You got like the Black Bulls and their family aspect, but they're also like a bunch of rivals and delinquents. Kind of give you that My Hero feel. Like everything about it screams unoriginal, but for some reason it just works. It's always just worked. So when it ended in 2021, yes, 2021. That's actually crazy that it's been about 4 years since Black Clover has finished. It's insane to me, to be honest. But ever since it finished in 2021, I also had to pick up the manga. And when I was looking at this trailer showing that it was coming back, I realized that it's so far behind. Like the manga's definitely got a good pace on it now. Like reading everything I've read from there, it was fire. Like I said, Black Clover has always been in a weird spot, but it's always been in a great spot. It's such a good anime. But now it's officially coming back. You know what I'm saying? Now I seen a little bit of confusion for me. I think I seen it was like season 5, and I guess if you go by like the anime itself, but then some people said it's season 2. I don't really get how that works, but for the purpose of the video, we can go with season 5. Now I couldn't be more excited. You know, after years of waiting, since it ended in 2021, it's finally coming back. Yes, we did have that movie though. We had The Sword of the Wizard King, which, if I want to speak on that for just a second, I feel like that movie was not necessarily underrated, but I feel like it was so much more that could have been done with that. Because like I feel like when they introduce a title in the anime That could be head captain in Bleach. That can be emperor in or pirate king in One Piece. That can be Hokage in Naruto. Any one of those like titles or positions that the character is kind of getting into after it's already been established is such a fire concept, because it's always an easy way to write very important, very powerful characters later on. Like, if you know that the Wizard Kings are supposed to be powerful, it automatically sets you up with a certain thought process to think, like, oh, okay, this guy's powerful. So you don't need much backstory on him or why he's powerful. You just get to have a character there that you know is insanely powerful because the world selected him as the Wizard King. I feel like that's such a good trope for me, to have a legendary hero trope where they're like, you're like the next in line, but there's people that's like super OD powerful, like the first Hokage and the, Roger. That would go dumb. If they were to make a series right now with Bleach and show us a head captain and stuff, like 3 head captains before Yamamoto, like back in the day, it would go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's such a good concept. So that's cool. But yeah, we got the, after the success of the movie, which did really good from what I'm hearing, they decided to come and bring it back. I was hoping it was going to come bring it back and it wasn't just done. And I suspected to cover like the Spade Kingdom Raid Arc, which is, I actually thought the anime was past this, but now that I realize I go back and watch where the anime landed at, it's actually kind of crazy. We'll see Asta and Libe kind of team up, get the Yuno training arc, get to see more of Noct, see more of the Black Bulls. One specific Black Bull is a very important moment in this next upcoming chapter, and it's fire. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be crazy. This is probably gonna be the best arc in Black Clover, and that's just because this is naturally where the story is going. And I feel like it's not even like the peak, because the peak is coming later. The question is, when is it going to officially release? Like, what's the actual release date? Unfortunately, the release date has not been shared yet. They said that the animation is supposed to be better. It's gonna kind of follow like a release schedule like Bleach did. So I mean, hopefully from what they're saying, that the visuals is gonna take a really upgrade, and we're gonna see better fights. I didn't mind the fights at all. I didn't mind anything in Black Clover. I thought it was all visually pretty decent. I think the music, the fighting and stuff behind it was really good. The enemies are good, characters are good. It's just a fun ride. If you haven't seen Black Clover already, I suggest you go ahead and catch up. I think it's fully in sub or dub. I think the only thing though is that people are gonna tell you that the main character screams a lot, and yes, he does. But about a couple episodes, you get used to it, and you actually start to encourage you. You actually start to like it a lot more. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.
Black Clover begins in the Clover Kingdom, where 2 orphans, Asta and Yuno, grow up dreaming of becoming the Wizard King. Yuno is born with extraordinary magical talent and receives a rare 4-leaf grimoire, while Asta, born without magic, is gifted an unusual 5-leaf grimoire that houses anti-magic swords. Their rivalry drives the story forward as they join different magic knight squads, Yuno with the Golden Dawn and Asta with the Black Bulls, a group of misfits led by Captain Yami. Early on, Asta proves himself against dangerous foes like the Eye of the Midnight Sun, a terrorist group secretly tied to ancient elves who were betrayed centuries ago. This elf reincarnation arc becomes a huge turning point. The elves return by possessing many magic knights, forcing allies to battle each other. Asta, Yuno, and their friends eventually uncover the truth. The elves were manipulated by the devil Zagrid, a being from the underworld. The combined forces of the Clover Kingdom and the reborn elves defeat Zagrid, but the conflict leaves the kingdom weakened and vulnerable. As the Clover Kingdom tries to recover, the story shifts toward the Spade Kingdom, a powerful nation ruled by the sinister Dark Triad, Dante, Vanica, and Xenon. Each of them has forged contracts with high-ranking devils, giving them overwhelming power. Their plan is to use the Tree of Qlipoth ritual to open the gates of the underworld, unleashing countless devils into the human world. This looming threat puts every kingdom at risk, especially with the Triad already conquering the Spade Kingdom and threatening the neighboring Heart Kingdom. Before the invasion, Asta struggles with the growing power of his anti-magic and the mysterious devil within his grimoire. Eventually, he learns that the devil's name is Liba, a being who shares a tragic past of hatred toward higher-ranking devils. Instead of dominating Liba, Asta chooses to form a true equal contract, allowing them to fight together as partners. This bond unlocks Asta's greatest potential yet, setting the stage for his role in the upcoming war. Meanwhile, Yuno discovers shocking truths about himself. Not only is he a prodigy of the Clover Kingdom, but he is also the lost prince of the Spade Kingdom, giving him a personal stake in the battle to come. Noelle trains to master her Valkyrie powers. Nacht Faust, the Black Bull's vice captain, emerges to guide Asta's training, and the rest of the captains prepare for war. All of these threads come together as the Spade Kingdom Raid Arc begins. The Clover and Heart Kingdoms, alongside their strongest mages, launch a direct assault on the Dark Triad to stop the ritual before the gates of the underworld can fully open. Season 5 is set to adapt this arc, bringing fans into some of the most intense battles of the series, where Asta, Yuno, Noelle, and the Black Bulls face their most dangerous enemies yet.